Cowboys host the Knights in an elimination semi-final this Saturday night. I'm Darcie McDonald, joined by former NRL star Josh Mansour to break down this one. And Josh, those Cowboys were highly impressive last week and certainly earned this home semi. Now, can they make good use of it and advance to week 2?
Geez, didn't they flex their firepower against your Bulldogs?
Statement.
Massive statement. Like, they've always had, well, they're the third best attacking side in the competition, but this is the damning stat. They are the worst defensive side in the top 8. And it goes back to me saying that week in, week out, they're just not consistent enough defensively. And I think that will be highlighted this week. Yes, they had a pretty convincing performance last week against the Bulldogs and only let in 1 try. It was a bit of a fluky try, I must admit, but yeah, last week was definitely a statement, and they've definitely got to switch it a gear if they're going to play any more in this finals campaign.
Well, Jake Clifford has really made a difference since coming into the halves last month. How does his combination with Tom Dearden make it so hard for opponents?
Jeez, his kicking game.
He's been outstanding.
Yeah, he's been absolutely lethal. He definitely knows how to put some height on those kicks. He's got a torpedo in him as well, which is going to cause absolute havoc for those Newcastle back 3. I think it's really complemented with Tommy Dearden. I think it was initially an experiment with Tom Payton. I don't know how well it was going to and how long it was going to last, but it obviously has. It's boded really well for this team, and you can just see all the players around him. Like, they just obviously really know and know how to react off to his playing style, which is really important. But Tommy Dearden, again, like, he's been one of the standout halves in this competition, and I'm sure everything's going to really evolve around him. So the Newcastle Knights have to do a job on him.
Looks like they've found their long-term halves pairing in those two.
Yeah, I think so. And when you look at the Knights, where they haven't, they obviously the last few weeks they're sticking with Jack Colger and Phoenix Crosland, who was playing majority of his football in the 9 jersey this year. But the Knights can definitely take a leaf out of the Cowboys book.
A bit of stability. Over to the Knights, and they had to deal with finals a week early last Sunday, but they got through. Now it's an even tougher challenge heading to Townsville. What do they need to do to get the chocolates?
Well, the Knights haven't beaten the Cowboys in Townsville the last 5 occasions, so that's a bit of an alarming stat. But I feel like these two teams head-to-head, I feel like it's almost an even matchup.
Okay.
I thought last week, yes, it was a very tight game, but if anything, it's got to really shape them up for a big game this week. It's very hard to travel to Townsville, particularly in those conditions, so they're going to have to adjust to that. But the premiership hope all lay on Caleb Ponga's shoulders.
Yep.
So if he doesn't fire for this game, you definitely write off the Newcastle Knights for having any impact in this finals campaig't. And that's just the reality.
Well, these two have never met before in finals football, but in the regular season, as you touched on, the Cowboys are 5-0 at Queensland Country-Bank Stadium. Do you back those stats and pick the home side, or take a chance on the Knights and the returning Caleb Ponga?
Nah, I'm going to definitely tip the Cowboys in this one. Listen, the thing I'm concerned about is the Cowboys' defence and how they're going to contain Caleb Ponga's return to North Queensland.
Yes.
Obviously, be the next player there, but I feel like they've got enough power and firepower in their attack to really get the job done. Again, they're one of the most lethal combinations of the competition, with Scotty Drinkwater floating around the back. They've got stars across the pitch, especially in their outside backs. And I think Reece Robinson's going to have a big game, and yeah, I think that'll just get him over the line.
All right, thanks, Josh.
No
if you want to see this match live, simply go to nrl.com/tickets. If you can't get to the game, you can still watch it on Channel 9, Foxtel, Sky New Zealand or KO. Kickoff is at 7:35 p.m.